Namaste, my witchlings. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. If this is your first time here, welcome. All right, we have some little mini rituals that we do here to get things started. Typically, we acknowledge a family or friend birthday, but we have none, so today we are still lighting our candle for the victims of the Texas flooding. We are also lighting our candle to be a beacon of light and hope in the darkness for those who have lost theirs. And with the lighting of our candle, our circle is closed, and we invite our ancestors to join us here. All right, here we go. Now, welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where we're reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having a whole lot of fun while we're at it. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I am playing with lapis lazuli on a bracelet today. Light your favorite candle or some incense for that aromatherapy. Grab your cup of coffee or tea if that's your brew, and get ready to hear today's message from the universe. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, subscribe thing and hit the bell so that you get your daily dose of divination. All right. Now comes the less fun part. I hate doing this, but I absolutely love doing the live streams for you guys. I love running my business. It is the best part of my day, to be honest, but it is not cheap to do this. And right now, my output is far outstripping my income. So, if you feel so called as to help Witchy Mama out, I would greatly appreciate it if you could follow one of the links to buy me a coffee, join my Patreon, donate to the GoFundMe, or if you want to just directly send money to me to avoid the processing fees, etc. Venmo is on the link tree, which has been shared in the chat. I hate asking for money. It is not fun. But I have lost the space. I was recording the yoga classes for free and my website, my email, and other business things are expensive. I'm not going to treat anybody differently if they donate or if they don't. It's not a thing here. I may be giving shout outs to the members of the Patreon later, but please do not donate. If you do not have the financial ability, do not put yourself at risk to help me. And everybody's gone. Yeah. Skip. All right, y'all. Yep. Everybody ran away. I sad. We have some cool holidays today. Today is National Kitten Day. Black Women's Equal Pay Day, and Don't Step on a Bee Day. So, we're starting with National Kitten Day. Hey, you. Come here. Aw, he won't come. Oh, but you can see him. So, it is National Kitten Day. And on National Kitten Day, we are going to honor the magic of our feline friends. This big ol' house panther, Fuzzbutt, was a kitten once. And if you can, adopt yourself a tiny little familiar from a shelter, because every cat deserves a loving home. Cats are the best. And yes, you can see my Charmander. We love our kitties. Now also, Black Women's Equal Pay Day. This day marks how far into 2025 they have to work to earn what white men made in 2024. This pay gap is a systemic injustice and unacceptable. No one is free when others are oppressed. We must demand pay equity and again dismantle the systems that perpetuate this theft of labor. And Finally, it is Don't Step on a Bee Day, when we honor our tiny magical keepers of life. As sacred pollinators, their work is vital to our planet's survival. Tread lightly on the earth, be mindful of where you step, and plant some native flowers. The smallest creatures often hold the greatest power and deserve our protection. And I see a Starpaws. Yay! Hi, Starpaws. How are you doing today? I actually thought of, well, the man behind the curtain thought of Starpaws last night. I was discussing with one of the kids comic books, because this conversation came up online for me the other day. And someone asked, can you think of a female comic book character, typically heroes, who don't have girl or woman in their name? And one of the kids and I were talking about Raven and Starfire. Now, we were in the kitchen. Man behind the curtain was in the living room. So he didn't quite hear everything we said. He just heard the Raven and Star, and he's like, what about Raven and Starpaws? Yes, Starpaws is a hero. They're a comic book hero. I'm going to make this happen. It was a fun evening. Things may be crazy, hectic, and stressful. I know. Things may be hectic and stressful and everything, but we still have fun. Because, otherwise we're just going to go start craving mad. The Joker. Shut up, die. All right, y'all. Let's get on with playing with the cards. Today's oracles have got me. Sip of coffee. All right, y'all. So, we start with learning to forgive. That's always a good thing, right? Next, we have lies and partial truths. Well, that's not quite so good. Ending with changes will be made. Oh, that doesn't bode well either. All right, so learning to forgive is for your peace, but their continued lies and partial truths make that impossible. Trust is broken. The universe confirms that changes will be made by you. This isn't about them. It's about you taking back your power and setting those firm boundaries needed to protect your spirit and sanity. These are my thoughts. What do you guys think so far? Yay, less than a week. God, I remember that feeling. That is awesome. All right. Oh, itchies. Ow. All right. It is that time of year that it really rained for the first time this summer last night, and I'm just, this spoonie is being extra spoony today. What? Well, hello to Sundra. I am willing to bet that we are distantly related because my Stevens is spelled the same way yours is. That's kind of cool. I don't see many of us with that last name. All right. Shall we see what the tarot cards are screaming today? Starting with Justice Reversed. Well, that means injustice, perhaps even some prejudice. Proceed with extreme caution, or the result may be your own undoing. You're coming up against bias and false accusations. That might be, never mind. We'll get there. We are seeing the Page of Swords reversed next. That says someone is quick to criticize, which may be leading to some discord, offense, and or a lack of cooperation from the other parties. Finally, Temperance. Temperance says do nothing at this time. Keep things in moderation. This is a good omen, saying everything comes to those who wait, and patience is a virtue. It is not one that I personally hold, but it is a virtue. So, What do all of these mean together? Justice reversed points to some unfairness, while the Page of Swords reversed warns against thoughtless words and acting on lies. Temperance is your guide to restore balance. It urges patience and finding your middle path. Integrate your energies and seek harmony to overcome this injustice. Okay, so what I'm gathering is these are saying bad things are happening. And these are saying just kind of suck it up and be patient because it's all going to be over soon. That's what I'm thinking. So, let's see if I'm... Yeah. So, justice is reversed, fueled by lies and partial truths and the scattered and dishonest words of the Page of Swords reversed. It's hard to embrace learning to forgive when the disrespect continues. The answer is temperance. Find your calm, balanced center, ground and center. From that place of power, you will see the changes will be made are the firm boundaries that you must now build. So, these are talking about someone who is being totally, completely disrespectful, idiotic, and stupid. And these are saying just be patient. And it'll work out in the end. And I see you, Emo. Hello. All right. Give me just a half a second to put the cards away. I am ADHD as all get out. And I am learning that if I do not take care of my things and put things away, as soon as I am done, I lose shit. Or I break it. Or just flat ruin it somehow. So. You know, I'm going to ask real quick. I know Starpaws is not from the States. Who is from the States in my audience today? Because I have a couple of YouTubers that I want to shout out and encourage people to go check out. One of them, and she's kind of interesting whether you're here in the States or not. One of them is Knitting Cult Lady. Her name is Daniela. Her first name is Daniela Mestianek, and I cannot remember her last name. Dallas. I have family in that area, or used to at least. Young. Daniela Mestianek Young. She grew up in the Children of God cult, escaped the cult, and joined another one, the cult of the United States Army. And she has written 2 books. She is working on the 3rd book right now. She's really cool. She talks about cults and stuff. And I found her through a YouTuber that the man behind the curtain introduced me to, and she is Park Rose Permaculture. Her name is Angela. She lives in Portland, Oregon, and she started out her YouTube channel talking about permaculture because that's her thing. But when the current administration took office, at least this time, if not the last time, a lot of her content has moved to being political because, unfortunately, just existing, doing anything that is not, box, you know what I mean? You end up becoming political. And she's a woman, so simply by being female, we are political. So, couple of people that I watch. If you're into witchy stuff, we can talk about a couple of those here in a little bit. But let's move on and see. Oh, yes, Lamas. Again, if you are local to Seattle, I am being reminded. If you are local to Seattle on the first Sunday in August, I want to say it's the 3rd, it'll say on the ad that's about to pop up, I am going to be reading tarot cards at Marina Park 25 Lakeshore Plaza in Kirkland because the Pacific Northwest Witches Market is doing their Llamas Festival. Yay! We were not at it's not Beltane. Is that Beltane? That's Beltane. No, that's not Beltane. What is that? I can't remember my sabbats, but we were not at the June festival, but we are going to be in the August festival. I am looking forward to it. If you are in the area, come say hi. I will be wearing my purple witchy hat that says Yoga Witch. And I will be reading cards. My oldest will be reading cards. That's right, it was midsummer. Mike will be reading cards. Kat will be reading cards. Raven will be reading cards. And I think one other person, but I cannot remember for sure. All I know is the Spawn will not. Have a fantabulous day, Tassundra. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. All right, moving on with what we are here for. Namaste is telling you to take a rest in the rest room, which always seems kind of weird to me. Relax or meditate in the restroom. Everyone needs numerous breaks to use the restroom throughout the day, so why not make them part of your stress-less routine? Clear your mind of negative thoughts or of any thoughts at all if you can. Take an extra minute or two to meditate. Then experience the warm water running over your hands while you wash up. This is mindfulness. Excuse me. Small breaks throughout the day can help prevent the buildup of stress-related tension and promotes peace of mind. And who doesn't want to have less stress and a more peaceful mind? Woohoo. New subscribers. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. I'm going to end up grabbing my bottle of Dr. Pepper instead of my coffee here. You know what? Never mind. Self-compassion. Let me take a sip. Gotta caffeinate myself one way or another. All right. Self-compassion is telling us to have compassion for the inner critic. Pay attention to that self-critical voice within you and all of us. Try saying, I know you criticize me because you are suffering. I want to care for you. Send yourself some compassion. Oh, I wish the critical voice in my head was just trying to protect me. No. Those of us who grew up with less than stellar parents, most of us know the voice that the others have in our heads. They are not just being critical. They are being downright mean. All right. Oh, are we at 498? We are at 498 subscribers, you guys. We need 2 more. Come on, please. We want to hit 500 just because it's a nice round number. All right. Now, shall we move on? Shall we move on to our goddess of the day? We're actually getting a famous goddess today, which doesn't happen very often. Today's goddess, my witchlings, is Athena. Woohoo! Athena, revered as the goddess of wisdom, warfare, and handicraft, held a prominent place in Greek mythology. She was often depicted bearing a spear and a shield and adorned with a helmet, embodying her role as a protector and a symbol of strategic prowess. Her symbols include the owl, representing wisdom, and the olive tree, signifying peace and prosperity. Athena's influence extended to various aspects of Greek life, from personal discipline and courage to the patronage of crafts and the arts. That is where we get Patreon from, y'all. Stories depict her aiding heroes and guiding them with her wisdom, highlighting her role as a powerful and influential figure in Greek mythology. She is also the patron goddess of Athens, Greece. There is a whole story behind that. I encourage you guys to look it up. I forgot to put today's Zen in my notes. So, my screen froze. Okay. Apparently everything froze. So let's read our moment of Zen. Do not seek to follow in the footsteps of the wise. Seek what they sought. Basho. And Lou Welch says, Lou, L-E-W, by the way, somebody showed it to me and I found it by myself. Why does that sound like a lot of kids I know? And that's our moment of Zen, my witchlings. All right. The candle died. I'm like, oh crap. All right, so our candle is extinct. Extinct. Okay. So, with the candle extinguishing itself, our circle is now open and we extend our gratitude to the ancestors for joining us here today. Can I? Yep, it's been out long enough that there is no candle left. It gone. Sad. But I am going to retrieve the wick so that when I put the new candle in, I don't have to fight with it. It feels funny. Ooh, there we go. All right, my loves, my friends. It found extinction. All right, my witchlings, go out there now and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already way, way, way too much hate and darkness. Can we please try to be a beacon of light and hope and go out there and tell your loved ones, human, scaly, furry, and feathered, that they mean the world to you because we do not know how long we have with them, and that 2 a.m. phone call sucks. Oh, excuse me. Little sip of Dr. Pepper talking back. I am grateful for all of my witchlings who have stuck around to the end of this. You guys are the best. If you enjoyed what you have seen, do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. Tick the bell so you know when we're live again and posting. Hoy, and please help me appease the algorithm gods and leave me a comment of 7 words or more. Tell me your favorite crystal, your favorite candle, your favorite scent, color, whatever, or your coffee order, because I'm a coffee witch. Or if none of that appeals, Panic at the Disco has some inspiration. Hey, look, I made it. Yay. Yes, we like that song. And then please, my darlings, remember that you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you genuinely do have a purpose here, even if you haven't figured out what it is yet. I love you guys to bits, and I will see you soon. Come back in 2.5 hours, and we'll be doing podcast. See y'all soon. Love ya. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell, for a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes. Consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdylin.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bet time, same bet channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into Di the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.